Welcome to Marketing Strategies Uncovered, your go-to podcast to unravel the mysteries of marketing. No more jargon, no more confusion, just simple, effective strategies to help your small business thrive. We're here to make marketing fun and success achievable. I'm excited to introduce you to your host, Rebecca Van Diest. Tune in as she makes the complicated easy to understand, and we'll get your business on the right track, one strategy at a time.
Hey friends, Rebecca here, and welcome to Marketing Strategies Uncovered. The topic today is going to be how to do SEO on a budget. If you are just starting your business, you probably heard you need a website, you need some SEO, but sometimes that marketing budget just isn't there in the very beginning. You're working with a limited amount of money, and sometimes you need that money for different kinds of expenses. You might not be able to use those funds completely for marketing. Sometimes you can find SEO for $300 a month. They can go all the way up to $5,000 a month. So I want to give you a place where you can start. You can do it yourself, maybe outsource some things as well, and really just decide what works for you and your business. I will say that SEO is an investment, especially in the long term. Ideally, when you've done SEO, you're not having to pay for ads and you're just driving traffic naturally to your website. When people type in what you do, where you're located, you're going to pop up and they're going to click on your link, go to your website, hire you. And that's the best case scenario. That's what we all want. I will say that SEO does take some time, it takes some momentum. So today we're just going to go ahead and cover, if you are on a budget, how can you get started and really what should you be doing? And the exciting part is, I believe you can do this in about an hour a month. It doesn't need to be complicated. The main aspect and takeaway I want you to have from today's episode is that I want you to be consistent with whatever SEO that you're doing. If you can only commit to one new page per month on your website as far as content goes, maybe that's a landing page, maybe it's a blog post, just commit to that, be consistent. If you want to do 2 pieces a month, do that. Want to do 1 a week, that's even better. Just do something you can get started with and commit to every month and block off your schedule. Go to your Google Calendar, go to Asana, whatever you use to keep track of your time and something that you're not going to forget. I want you to go ahead and block off at least 1 hour and dedicate that to your monthly SEO. I was actually hoping that I could do it all in 30 minutes. This is what I do for a living, how long it takes me, how long it's going to take you. I have no idea. Honestly, I'm a really tedious, detail-oriented person, and things that can take somebody else like 5 minutes can take me literally 30 minutes. So I think it just depends for everybody. I actually had to create my first landing page, so that also took some time. I did have a trick to where I copied the formatting of my website, so I didn't have to recreate the wheel altogether, but it was my first landing page, and so I had to build out a template for that. I did my formatting, made it all look pretty and nice. Moving forward, every additional landing page, I know what page to copy, and then it's kind of like a fill in the blank. It's going to be a lot easier. The first one, it took me about 30 minutes. So I'm guessing moving forward, it's going to take me about 15 minutes. This is going to be a 4-step process. So your first step is you want to brainstorm what type of content you want to put on your website. So if you want to do blog posts, you need to write down what topics you want to cover. What I did is I actually spent 3 minutes and 14 seconds on ChatGPT. And I found out what are the top keywords that people are searching for my industry as far as digital marketing, SEO, things like that. And then I also thought about what cities, locations near me that I want to be coming up for when local people are searching for what I do. It's never been easier than it is right now to do research if you use ChatGPT. Some people are super familiar with it. Honestly, I was a little late in the game. I kind of ignored it for a little bit, let other people try it out, and now it's kind of like my best friend in a way. It's a really great resource just to plug different things in, see what it comes up with. I actually even started using it for my social media posts. It gives you little emojis, it gives you hashtags. It's saving me a ton of time, so I'm super excited about that. I'd also like to cover why SEO is so important if you don't know, because I really want you to understand the importance of being consistent with your SEO. It's really not a just do it once and forget it type of situation. You really need to be consistent with what you're doing, with adding content, backlinks, citations, because all of these things are telling Google that you have an active website. In addition to all those things, you want to continue adding value to your audience. So if you think about it, if you're a customer looking for a new service of any kind, say you need an electrician, and if you notice that they have a blog and the last blog post was 2 years ago, you might be wondering, are they really an active business? So adding new pages, even if you do a blog post once a month, that you can do that and have that appearance to your client. They can expect a new blog post from you every month. Strengthening your website with SEO, it's going to continue attracting more clients to you in your business. In SEO, it really does strengthen your website. And the stronger your website is, the more powerful it's going to be and the better chance you have to outrank your competition. So that's another really key factor that you want to consider. You want to make your website really strong so that way you can pop up at the top of page one of Google. So again, step one is keyword research. You want to make sure that you know what you're going to be doing your content on, whether that's a blog post topic, or if you're doing a landing page, you want to know your keyword in addition to your location. So for me, what I ended up doing is choosing digital marketing, the Dalles, Oregon. So if somebody does search for that, my website should pop up with my landing page if I do all that SEO magic that we're going to be talking about today. Then in step two, we're going to go ahead and write our content using, again, ChatGPT, but we want to make sure that we are optimizing it, editing it. You want to add a personal touch to it. Some things that you can do to make sure that the content is extra valuable, extra personalized, is by adding that personal touch to it. So you can add a story that you write yourself if you want to just write a paragraph, something extra that just makes it more unique. You can write your own FAQ section if you want. So these are just some different ideas, but also just make sure to review the content that ChatGPT does give to you. It has been known to lie. It doesn't always, be 100% actual legitimate content. So that's something to consider. Okay, and then we're actually going to take the content and we're going to put it on our website. So hopefully you know how to edit your own website and you know how to do your own on-page SEO. If you do need help with your on-page SEO and you're just really confused, what am I even talking about right now? I actually do have a free audio training for you. If you want to go ahead and look in the description, I'll put a link to it there. And in episode 2 of the training, I actually really go in depth on page SEO. So hopefully that will help you. For me, what I really did is I did my title, my subtitle, I added a photo, made sure I added alt text to the photo. And then I added my content under that. I also had a call to action on there. So new potential clients that are visiting my website are more likely to take action and schedule a call with me or work with me in whatever way that I asked them to. To recap, step one was go ahead and create your list of topics, know what you're going to write, get prepared. And then number two is to actually write that content. Then step three is doing that on page SEO and page building. So you want to have your page up, you want to have it formatted how you want it, it's ready to go. And then our fourth step, which is probably the most tedious, tiring, thing you probably don't want to do is backlinks. And backlinks are really important. I learned so much about it when I first got into SEO. I realized there's different types of backlinks, good and bad. And it was just really confusing. And there's different ways to do them. You can contact people locally to you, bloggers. There's different ways, different strategies, different types of organizations you can reach out to, websites that are local to you that make sense. You can ask them for a backlink. There's different things that you can do for free. Personally, over the years, I've developed a system. I've got lots of websites that I have access to where the websites are applied in a very legitimate, clean way that makes sense that Google really likes. So if you don't have a lot of time to try and figure out how to get the backlinks yourself, I have added a subscription service to my website. So if you want to outsource that from me, you can. If you head over to clickersappliance.com, I've got some different options, such as my subscription services and add ons. And something that I will say, the most powerful thing you could do for your website is high value backlinks. So, what these are is it gives a certain value. If you know of majestic.com, it will actually measure your site. And I actually talk about this on that free audio training as well. You get a good trust flow citation flow ratio where your website is viewed as trustworthy, creditable in the eyes of Google. I actually have an option for the very first time where you can purchase that. So if you've never done SEO for your website before, or you've done some, but you've never really done the backlink portion of it, one thing that I would recommend you do, and I would actually start with your homepage, is I would get the high quality backlinks that'll give you more of that 30-30 ratio. And then something you can do is you can actually put a link from your homepage that points to a landing page or whatever page you want to strengthen on your website. So you can take advantage of this powerful resource that your homepage has created for you. I do want you to think about it like holes in a bucket. The more you point from your homepage to another page or any other website, it's going to lessen that trust flow citation flow ratio. But you can always do it again and pop that number back up. You can also add those links to another specific page. So, say you've got your homepage and, people go to that when you tell them about you, but maybe you want to create a landing page for a specific service that you offer. Say you're a plumber and you really love installing water heaters and you work in Tampa, Florida. You create a new landing page called Water Heater Installation Tampa, Florida. You can actually install these backlinks to that page and do a great amount of content. You want about 1,000 words. And so what you can do is actually treat that page like a home page. You can really strengthen it, and that's going to give it a better chance of popping up in search results. So you have some options there. And inner page backlinking is really powerful, and that's going to add a lot of value to your website as a whole as well. So, these are just some things to know about. I suggest adding at least 5 backlinks a month, and you want to do it consistently. So, like for example, for my 10 backlink subscription service, we do 5 backlinks every 2 weeks. So, that spreads them out and makes it appear more natural. Let's go ahead and recap. Number one, find out what you want to do your content on. Number two, actually create that content. Number three, build that page on your website. And then four, go ahead and have some backlinks going to it as well. And with just these 4 steps, you can actually really strengthen your website, and you should start seeing progress on your website search visibility within 3 to 6 months. If you're in a really competitive industry, you might need to go harder on this. You might want to be doing at least 4 pieces of content per month and 20 backlinks a month. I'm not sure for your location and your area and your niche. These are all going to depend on that. Some industries are so rare and non competitive that you don't even need backlinks. So just see what you need and understand what your goals are, what your budget is, and then come up with a plan that's really going to work for you and your business in a way that you're going to be successful. I hope you found this episode helpful. I wanted to make this video so I can try and help encourage you to understand that SEO can be affordable and attainable for all business owners. And if you can't afford a full SEO plan, if you don't have $300 to $5,000 a month, because let's face it, most people are not at that point. I want to make SEO easy and attainable for every small business owner that provides a really great service. I know people need your help with whatever you're doing. I want them to be able to find you. If SEO is now doable and you're able to see that it's possible no matter what budget you have, I want to encourage you to take action and make it a priority of something that you're doing every month. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Marketing Strategies Uncovered. I hope you found it helpful. And if you have any questions, feel free to put them in the comments on YouTube or send me a message on Facebook. And I will talk to you again next week.
Thank you for listening to Marketing Strategies Uncovered. In the show notes, you'll find an exclusive invite to a separate secret podcast. This 4-part series is by invitation only. With SEO Secrets Unlocked, you'll learn how to transform your website into a lead-generating powerhouse. So why wait? Dive into the show notes, unlock the secrets, and take the first step to supercharge your digital presence. Join us next time for another episode of Marketing Strategies Uncovered. Remember, don't let your business get lost in Google space. Keep improving your marketing so you can show up online and stand out from the competition.